once again you're watching Healthy Living with Manna. Today I'll be talking about baking. Now, aside cooking, I love to bake. I bake things like snacks, desserts, and I do this whenever I want to have a snack or dessert accompanying my main meal. I also bake maybe for a party or an occasion. And usually I have people who give you this very surprising reaction when they hear I'm baking, because it's known that traditionally baking requires using of white flour, heavy butter, and white sugar. But actually you have baking alternatives. So think of this. Instead of using white flour, you can use grains, whole grains, such as oatmeal, such as whole wheat. And then instead of using things like butters, you can use healthy oils like avocado, like groundnut oil, coconut oil, or even olive oil. And then instead of using white sugars, you can use natural sweeteners such as maple syrup, honey, or agave. So I've also come to realize that using these alternative healthy baking methods still gives you that satisfaction that you get from the unhealthy baking methods that people are used to. So today I'm going to have my sister who will be making us a pineapple carrot cake, and I can assure you this is backed up with so much nutrients in it. In fact, I saw the cake myself and I was so tempted that I had to go do my own recipe.
I am Emi Harry, and today I am going to be sharing a pineapple carrot cake recipe with you. Now, this recipe has been evading me. You guys don't know what I mean by evading, but like it's taking quite a while for me to get my hands on this recipe. And it is amazing, simply amazing. So let's get right into it. I don't want to waste you guys' time. I have all my ingredients lined up right here, and we are going to start. Right. So the ingredients I have lined up here are carrots, your grated carrots, your walnuts, your crushed pineapples, and flour. The flour is a mixture of white flour, 1.5 cup of white flour and 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour. So in other words, this recipe is going to use 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of grated carrots, 1 cup of chopped walnuts, and 1 cup of crushed pineapples, and 3 eggs. So we are going to start by mixing all our dry ingredients together. I'm going to take my baking powder. As you can see, you can use whatever brand you're happy with. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Here we go. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Close that up. And then I'm going to also take, you could, in this case, you could do either 1 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Honestly, it's up to you as to how much you want it to rise. I'm going to go with the 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Note guys, if my oven explodes, well, it will be pouring out cake. Okay, so we have the 1 teaspoon of baking soda as well. Now I'm also going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. See, everything is in one teaspoon. Yeah, makes it easier to remember. Yeah, that looked like a lot of salt. Ignore that. Yeah, psych. Anyway, let's move on. So now I'm just going to mix everything together nicely to know that all my dry ingredients have been nicely mixed in one bowl. Good. So now that I have this all mixed up, what I'm going to do now is to mix my egg with the honey and the oil. I know some people like to do it in parts, but honestly, like for me, I'm Madam Efficiency, so I'd rather just do everything at once. Oh, and side note, okay, so if you want to use honey, typically putting the oil first into your cup makes it easier to pour out the honey. So I'm going to measure my 1 cup of oil first. There we go. Perfect. So we have the 1 cup of oil. Now I'm going to put my 1 cup of honey. If you're using brown sugar, I advise to either use brown sugar or use honey. It's best to avoid processed white sugar if you can. Yeah. So there we go. Whoa. See the goodness of the honey. It's like kitchen magic. Alright, so we have that, and I pour it in here as well. See, it comes out nicely, ensuring that's it. So typically honey will be sticky, but when you put the oil and you pour it out, it makes it so easy to come out. Okay, so we have that there. Now time for my eggs. Okay, bad kitchen girl as I am, I didn't take a knife to crack my eggs. I'm just gonna crack it like so and put it in there. One. I mean, I'm cooking it for myself and the one that's gonna eat it, and my wonderful camera girl of a cousin that I have. We're gonna munch it together, so of course it doesn't matter if I do it as perfectly or whatnot. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to put in this is my vanilla essence. Okay, so again, it's good to use pure of everything. They have the imitation vanilla extract. I advise people to stay away from that. Get the pure one. You don't want to be using things that have additives inside, weird additives. So it's best to just stick with pure things that you know 100%. Okay, so I got this today just for you. That's why I got this. So you see, I have to take the lid off. All right, so this is also going to be 1 teaspoon. There we go. I feel like a chemistry professor. Mixing up some wonderful compassion. All right, back to the seriousness. Did I forget to mention this is where you get to cover your ears? Yeah, cover it. So like this, that's less than 5 minutes of running around. I like it the way it is right now, so I'm done with this electric mixer. I'm just going to unplug that and keep it out of my pathway. Now that I like the texture, what I'm going to do is mix my flour in. So I just slowly start mixing it. Yeah. Yeah. See, cooking is fun. So that's out of the way. Keep doing this. So folding it, you know, for those people who are not really conversant with baking methods, you typically have to fold the air in. So whatever direction in which you start mixing it, you must stick with that direction. Don't mix clockwise then go mixing anti-clockwise. That doesn't work with baking. It must all be in the same direction. Like that. Yeah, here we go. So this is nice. Very nice. I like what I'm seeing. Now I am going to add my pineapples. Honestly, this is just a thing of choice. You can put the carrots first or the pineapples. I choose to put the pineapples first. So put my crushed pineapples. Remember, it's 1 cup of crushed pineapples. Yeah, just do it lightly, not too much, because again, you know, when you mix too much, you're activating the gluten in it, and you like for that not to be activated so quickly. So it's good to do everything like the walnuts, because I just want to mix it all at once to avoid mixing the batter too much where it loses the consistency cake is supposed to have. So just put that in there. See how it looks? It looks like Christmas. Okay. So we mix it. Yeah, there we go. Nicely mixed. And what do you know? I'm done mixing. Well, for the most part. Just one last swisher. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe I am done with the mixer. So now I am going to pour it into my pan. Please note that my oven has been preheating right from the start of this video. As you can see, I'm a bit careless with the pouring of this. What to do. Anyway, like I said, it's going to go into my belly and that of my lovely cousin. So well, it don't really matter. This is what summer in New York looks like. Making lots of things to eat while people are going to the gym, working their butt off. We just bake our way through summer. Ain't that grand, Lammy? You know, you can say something. The audience wouldn't mind knowing that there's somebody behind the camera saying, "Yahoo!"
Yahoo!
There you have it, guys. Okay, so we have this all ready to go into the oven. I'm going to pop it in and I'll return in about 45 minutes with a lovely looking cake. So enjoy the last look. So time's up and the cake is ready. Time to pull it out of the oven and present it to all of you. So thank you guys for sticking with me through this video. As you can see, our cake is ready. Oh, myself and Lammy are gonna have such a lovely evening.